I'm with my friend Nancy, and she is a major gardener, and so here's what I want to do today. I want to show you her beautiful garden. Oh my goodness, I get so inspired when I see what she has done. They do it. So she's got a bit of a farm here, but we're going to just look at her garden. Now, your garden is about 5 years old?
I guess we've been here, it'll be 7 years in August.
Gardens need time.
They
like
evolve.
Mine is a baby garden compared to hers because I've only had mine for a year and a half. So this is the 7-year-old garden, so I want to show you this. You are on the Shenandoah Mountains, and what zone are you in? Zone 6?
I think so.
Zone 6, and so when is your last frost date here? May 10th? Is that what you guys try to do that? Okay.
May 5th, May 10th.
May 10th. This is the backdrop. So you get borrowed view, God's view, and then you get somebody's neighbor's view, and then you get her orchard, and then you're in her stunning garden.
Thank you.
That's amazing. This is leading into her garden, and look at how cute she's already done. She's got little taking it day by day. I like that. And welcome. Okay, so the first thing you get to see, and this beautiful fence. Did you stain it?
Yes, I did stain it. Craig built it. I stained it.
And I see that you have some, let's come up here real quick. You have some caging.
I do.
Chicken wire and stuff for critters?
Yes, that all happened this spring because my beautiful edible purple romaine that I was going to use in the garden got eaten overnight by the rabbit. This I just rescued from Lowe's hospital department.
I love
and
that.
I plugged it in and put some little things for it to climb on.
Oh my!
The knockout rose. I have a love-hate relationship with the knockout rose.
Oh
because
yes. Why?
it's so much work to take care of, but it's so prolific. How can you hate it, you know?
Yeah.
This was a lovely fountain and it started leaking. I couldn't keep it fixed anymore, so I just put plants in it.
What kind of plant is
Well,
this?
these are different
Is that a
kinds
sedum?
of sedum. Yeah, and then this is that creeping Jenny.
Creeping Jenny. Okay, gotta watch out for Creeping Jenny. It'll take over, but this is a good containing.
Yeah, first year I had wave petunias in there.
Yep.
Red and dark purple.
Yep.
It was gorgeous, but I couldn't keep it wet enough. You know, it was just too dry.
I
too
love
dry.
this, and
Couldn't
it's
do
very
it.
Williamsburgy, which I love because it's got a pineapple on the top. Very welcome.
So all of these rocks, all of this has been harvested from our farm.
Guys, she will
We have
bring
had
rocks from everywhere, and
tractor loads of
these are
rocks.
small compared. Look, did you bring that boulder?
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness! See, how did you get that here?
Well, it
got a
comes
wagon?
up on the tractor and it gets dumped in the driveway, and I put it on a dolly and then I put them where I want them to go.
And this bench, you can store things in.
Yep, yeah, I went out and bought that
This
to
is a good idea.
kind of keep the junk.
Well, no,
under
you can
wraps.
also sit and relax and look at your stuff and look. And here's your view. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is so beautiful.
It's a good thing.
All right.
These are all herbs. This
Okay,
is
so
my
this is your
kitchen
herb
garden,
section.
kind
Okay.
of. That's oregano, and then these guys all came up from.
dill?
No, it's cilantro.
Oh, you're
It's
kidding.
seeded itself from
I
last
never
year.
get cilantro. I
And
never
the-
can get it to go. Look at this.
The oregano here is
nuts.
perennial.
It
Yeah.
loves you. So what do you put in? What kind of fertilizer do you use?
I don't use any fertilizer.
No.
Hardly at all. And then I
Nice.
keep some succulents up on the
Yep.
steps. Just a variety of succulents.
really
and
pretty. Oh, you got
more
chives.
leeks and chives and
So you have a variety of food.
Yeah.
You got a basil there, I see.
Yeah.
You edge this with what?
just a weed eater, a cordless weed eater.
Okay.
And I go around and
It's a very nice.
moved here. All I had was this little rock garden in the
Okay.
middle. That's it.
And you placed all these.
Oh yes. All
Okay.
of these boulders.
Okay, so
So
now, can I ask how old you are?
I'll be 67.
Okay,
Yeah.
67, and she's moving. Okay, see that thing right there? That thing is big. Look at that.
Well, yeah.
Some of these rocks are
Those are easy
incredible.
ones.
And look at these big old things.
Yeah.
Massive.
Well,
My goodness.
yeah, and so I'm sorry that my Kniphofia, or they call them torch lilies
Yes.
here, are looking pretty scroungy, but let me tell you, I have that tree full of goldfinches just lunching on
Okay,
this.
what kind of tree is that?
That's that weeping cherry. That was
that
the
is.
only thing that was here, and I could jump over it when we moved in.
Okay,
so
yeah, gotcha.
it's gotten very, very happy
So
since
then
we've
7
been here.
years, that's
Yeah.
gotten that far. How nice. Now, I call them red hot pokers, so that's not the
Red hot pokers, torch lilies. The
Okay,
real
yeah.
name is Nyphophia.
Nyphophia.
Yeah.
Okay. She is, she's a real gardener, so she's got names. So
Well-
listen up, you guys, if you want to know some of the names of these things.
Not
I want you
always.
guys to see what these sedums are. Now,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a blue sedum. Do you know what the name
Yep.
of that is?
Just, I don't know, blue sedum.
Okay, the blue sedum, and then you've got
That's
this
kind of a
another
lemon.
sedum.
Here's another one that's kind of a lemon star.
Oh, is that like lemon coral or something? Oh,
Yeah.
look at it's all right here.
These are what I gave you the other day, and they will
Okay.
go crazy.
Look how they look in the rocks.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
beautiful. And look,
Now this
she's
is
got
a
the creeping Jenny.
that's a
and the
ginkgo that I dug out of somebody's backyard. So
How long did that take to get
it's
that
I
high?
dug it a couple years ago.
Okay,
just
so,
as a stick.
All right, so it maybe grows about 8 inches a year.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, and so you've got thyme. Got some thyme
Yes,
here.
these are various
Just
kinds of
tucked in
thyme. Yeah.
And the lavender, how sweet.
You can see this time it grows. I cut it off, and then it just
So you just keep it
Yep.
tucked in there, and that you would just put some dirt in the rocks.
Back
It looks like
behind there.
It's okay, so there's where it's dirt's back here.
yeah.
Okay, and then you've got
The
now,
Nyphophia.
you're into dividing, so that's how you end up getting all these
Oh,
plants,
yeah,
right? So
for
you
sure.
divide all your perennials. Now you
These
can you divide-
echinacea in there,
Oh,
those
yeah.
have
So
all
there's
been
coming.
divided off of others.
And what about this lavender? Can you divide lavender?
Not
does that
very
just-
successfully.
okay,
It's
yeah.
so woody that it's really hard to get it to
Now what about the thyme?
behave. Yes.
You do the
In
thyme.
fact, if you find a little piece here that's rooted like this,
Yes.
I can just cut in there
And then you got
and
new
dig
plants.
around underneath and plant that. Yeah.
And that's how she's got this garden
Yeah.
growing. Oh my.
These are some little mondo grass. They came from my sister's house in Texas, and I'm just
Oh,
going to
that's
let
nice.
them, you know,
Yeah, Mondo spread, so that's nice. Gets in the cracks.
work their way around.
Thyme is not too. What is this? Beautiful.
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not
it
too
is it's a lavandula, which is a type of lavender. Smell it. It's got a real sagey smell to it. Kind of something between a lavender
Oh.
and a sage, right?
Can you eat it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
suppose.
Yeah. Nice.
You eat it, and then
No,
we'll
you eat
see
it
how
so-
you do.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you have some tucked irises back here. The Japanese iris.
Those are those, yeah, Siberian, Japanese iris. These are bee balm or
Okay.
monarda.
Yeah. And that. What time do they bloom?
Anytime now. There's
Okay.
probably starting to get some buds in them pretty soon. They're kind of wild, so I have to keep yanking those
You
out.
just yank them.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just pull on. If you're not really happy, you just kind of pull on something.
Yep.
Oh, look at the.
This is actually Russian sage.
Okay, Russian
Yeah.
sage. Now that does get big, but it's actually contained here.
Yeah, I cut it back every
Okay.
year.
Because Russian sage, oh, I've had that, and it's a nuts.
Some little hen and chicks
Oh, and
here
you've
and
got
there.
some zinnia here. Just
So these I grew from seed,
okay.
and I've plugged them in all over the place.
Gotcha. And then you got verbenas,
I do.
and I love that hosta. That blue hosta, gorgeous.
And that's I bought one a long time ago, and I've multiplied it many times.
Ah, okay. So you can divide that, and you can divide
That's
this.
some of
This
that
is the
mum that I
okay.
gave you.
All right.
And
then-
look how it spreads. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to divide this, I would just grab it like this, pull it up,
Got it.
shake it off, put
Now
it in
you've
a
got a
pot.
root,
There
okay.
you go.
And that's just a new.
That's
and so
how
that's
we-
how she gets her whole garden.
That's how easy
develop
it is.
That
Yeah.
is
So
amazing. Yep.
yeah.
Don't be scared, you guys.
No.
Plants are amazing. Echinacea, okay, and then you've got the,
Little
begonias
begonia.
randomly, and a snapdragon.
Yep. Some more zinnias.
Oh, and then this is a verbena. No, that's a vinca.
Vinca, that's
Yeah,
a vinca. All
okay.
of these, I kind of snatch them off the dead and dying department at Lowe's. This is a yellow twig dogwood, and I don't know
It's
if you
got
can
flowers.
see it in
Yeah.
this sun, but it has yellow twigs, so it's color all winter long. It
Okay.
loses its leaves, but it has
Oh, it
a
does.
nice structure and nice color
Does
for
it have those
winter.
red straps in the winter?
No.
Okay, no, it's not red or yellow. Anything like that. Okay.
Just yellow. The twigs are yellow.
And you got a random azalea. Now,
Yeah.
Can you divide that?
No, I just hack it off and tame it. There's a buddleia behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, those get big.
And this is Speedwell.
I
Now,
wonder what that was. Okay.
it was blooming very beautifully. Now, if I cut all these off, it'll bloom again.
Oh my goodness.
And it just gives me some good purple color in here.
Yeah.
That was
and your irises are gone because that about April is a iris.
again, this was given to me as a little piece, and I have divided this 50 times over the years. It was one of the first plants a friend from this area shared with me, so.
Oh yeah, and look.
The beautiful thing is to have plants shared.
I always like knickknacks in the yard, but look at, she's got these little water features all over. And you guys can, listen. Y'all hear that? Okay, I'm gonna turn this and then she's gonna explain this garden, but look.
Okay, so
Wait, we gotta get this like, oh wait, we're in the shadow, so.
two.
Does. Look at your pineapple. I love pineapples.
Oh, yes,
Right
yes,
there.
yes.
Or it's artichoke, whatever.
No, it's a pineapple. It
Okay.
came all the way from New Kent with me.
Last year I came over here, there was no water feature. And this year, boom.
Well, there was
is
this
her
one.
own handiwork, you guys.
Yeah, I found this little tub on a yard sale, so that was my first adventure into water feature, and I dug, but we're on a rock, so
Gotcha.
anything that gets planted here, you have to use a pickaxe. I've got some little hen and chicks tucked in here.
Cute, you guys.
I
Look at
was
you. She
gonna-
put all these rocks in herself.
Oh yeah, I'm the queen of rocks. So, and they all come off of our farm. So I was gonna tuck little things everywhere, but what I found is this.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't keep these grasses out of here, so
Gotcha. So the
that's a
rest-
little African
I
daisy.
love that.
And I do like to incorporate shrubbery along with flowers. I think that's a good mix. So I put in a little blue juniper,
Love it.
some impatiens, liriope. I love snapdragons. Over there you have a blue festuca. Can you see the festuca grass?
Love that.
And then behind it, that random little monster is celosia.
He takes over, doesn't he?
Oh my gosh, last year they grew from, I guess, a leftover. It got yay big, and I was busy building this, so I ignored it, but this year I'm plucking them out.
Okay,
you can
you're pulling
see.
them out. Now I do see.
I'm
what is that
gonna let
grass?
that one.
What's this grass right here?
I don't
Right
know.
there. Okay, so that's just a.
It's some random thing I found, and I put it in there, and now I don't know what it is.
and
so.
you've got the zinnias, which are going to give you color.
Yes,
And you
zinnias all around.
Is that a canis?
No, that is a millet for the birds.
Oh,
So that's going
Nice.
to grow up and be texture for my waterfall,
yes.
but it will also make a millet spike, and then the birds will enjoy that. And there's another ginkgo. I
yes.
slapped that in a pot.
How many years is that?
Same. I
Okay.
dug them both up. They were just a little stick.
Yeah, mine is about 8 inches. And
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that one grow.
I love the
Okay.
leaf.
Now
It's
this
such
is
a sweet
something
leaf.
that's been spent. What is this?
The blue festuca or
Okay,
that's candy tuft.
Oh, candy tuft. Oh, it's big.
Yep.
I didn't recognize it.
Right,
So big.
it just came from a little tiny
Oh my
piece that a
goodness,
friend
I
gave
have
me.
candy tuft, but I
Yeah.
didn't recognize it because it was so large. I was like,
Oh
what is
yeah,
that?
it'll.
And this guy, this purple.
That was another
beautiful.
little tiny piece. I should give you a piece of that.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
I've got that plucked in here and there all over the garden.
And you guys, she just tucks all this stuff in rocks. She brings in rocks, and then you guys, this water feature only just happened last year. Is this so beautiful? I'm so excited to see it on because I remember last year I didn't get to see it on.
Right.
Listen to it.
You saw me digging the holes.
I'd be crying. It's just
Well.
too romantic and just beautiful.
Romantic.
It's romantic.
You are such a romantic.
But it's just this big rock area with just bubbling water. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. This stuff here is the same, that lavandula that I talked to you about.
Okay. Yep.
I was at the hospital coming out from an appointment and I saw it and I thought, I like that, and I just grabbed a piece and pulled it up and stuck it in my purse and brought it home, and now I have 2 big clumps of it.
Isn't that amazing? And it grows those little yellow flowers. That is so
Aren't they cute?
whimsical.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful. And
Very
I love
cute.
this. Is this a geranium?
Yep, the wild geranium, another gift from a friend.
And look how nice and large it gets. Now I have a boom chocolata. It's a different variety of that.
Yeah.
That's, you guys, what it's going to look like. It's gonna be that big.
I don't know if you can see this right here.
Yep.
That is fennel, another edible that you can put in your garden. It'll get about this big, and I wanted it for the texture, and then you have a fennel bulb that you can eat.
Yeah. So you can eat that.
Sure. This is Asiatic lily,
Okay.
another find at the hospital department at
Oh, really?
Lowe's. Now everybody will fight me for those plants at Lowe's, right?
I love how that one's growing through the rocks.
That's
Look at
Gaillardia.
That is so pretty. I didn't know that it hugged.
Oh, sure.
It's hugging everything.
And
Isn't
that
pretty?
continues to reseed itself. I never know where it's going to pop up.
Really?
No.
Okay, that does reseed. Okay,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never experienced that. I didn't know how that would work, but
Well, you have
love
to
it.
know what to look for the little leaf and not pull it. But
yeah,
and this is
No,
more of
there's
that.
more of that.
Yeah. Just
beautiful. I love
goes
that.
and goes.
Oh, and look, we've got Mr.
Time.
Bee.
Oh, yes.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and look, these little tuck-ins. You just
Yeah, I have those
everywhere.
kind of tucked in. That's a silver mound.
I love that silver.
By
mound.
the end of the
Beautiful.
summer, it'll pretty much take up this whole
all this
area.
rock area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, I love rocks, and so I'm always looking for rocks with funny textures,
Yep.
and I like to tuck those in.
And what is that? Is that your
Dianthus.
Dianthus. Okay, both of those.
And so is this. This
Oh,
is
yes,
another
it's a nice
another
big
kind.
piece. Okay.
That's been there quite a while.
What's this guy?
Those are grape hyacinths.
Okay, and this big boy?
This is another edible piece. This is called sorrel.
Oh, is
You
that
can
what
make
that
salad
looks like?
out of it.
So you eat the leaves?
Yeah,
May I?
yeah. And
Okay.
it comes back every year.
You can just eat it.
Yep,
Let's see if we die.
sticks around all winter.
Okay. Oh, it's bitter.
A little bit. It's kind of like
Okay.
arugula.
Ooh.
It has a,
Got a little lemon in the end.
yeah,
Like a little kick.
got a little kick to it. Yep. Bunch of the zinnias I plugged in there, and
Isn't this cute with the rocks? I really, really
now there's
love
another little sedum, a different kind that I tucked in there. If you can see it.
Yeah, love it. I love the tuck-ins with the rocks, and I love the little knick-knack bird. Look at the bird feeder. They look
gosh.
so antique. They look.
I have.
Did you get
it
that
is-
from the antique
I've had that
stores?
for 25 years. So
Pretty. I love it.
yeah, I bought it down in Gloucester actually.
Really?
At some little.
Now, what's the deal on this rock here?
Which
Look at
rock?
This little blue rock.
The blue one. That I used to keep about a 30-gallon aquarium in my house. And when it finally, the power went out one time down in New Kent and the whole thing collapsed, and I went,
You really?
okay, I'm done. No
That's
more
big.
aquarium. So that was in my great big
Yeah,
aquarium.
so big piece of kind of a glass.
I don't know why I
Big.
have it there. I just
I
like
think
it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I mean about trinkets, you guys. You put little things in, it just makes it, your garden is yours.
Well, and you see the bird.
Look at the bird feeders. What's this
yeah,
now?
the little bird. I just glued
you
him
just
on
put
there.
Oh, you glued it.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so cool. Where did you get that one?
You know, I think that came from the thrift store where we volunteer.
Is that a cement thing?
Yeah, it just came through one day and I went, oh,
I want that.
yeah, for 25 cents.
Yeah,
Why
and
not?
I love this boom. It's a water catcher. What is that thing called?
If you wouldn't have asked me, I could have told you.
I know. What is
A
that
rain
thing?
catcher.
A rain catcher, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, so I love those. That's really pretty.
It's
and then
kind
you've
of
got
fun,
the
yeah.
bird. Yeah, so she's got whimsical things. And then you come over here and you've got
So I've clematis.
clematis, yes.
And I just tuck some little snapdragons
I
and
love that.
little various plants. There's some more of that stuff I gave you, that sedum. You can see it. You kind of have to keep it tamed,
Okay,
actually.
but you can just
Yeah.
pull.
Yeah, just
easy.
pull it out.
She just pulls all the stuff and then it just
Pull it and
plugs
repot
it
it.
somewhere else.
All of these echinacea. Well, now here I see there's somebody that doesn't belong. We'll just get rid of that.
Okay, that's a walnut.
Yeah,
Huh?
probably.
Yeah.
But all of these little echinaceas
Yeah.
are just from my big ones that reseed
Now,
themselves.
they reseeded. You didn't divide
They
those.
start to come up,
Okay.
and then I just dig them up when they start to come up.
I haven't had any seeds, so that's really cool to have that.
But they'll grow from seed as well. Now that Dusty Miller, that overwintered, to my surprise.
That is a surprise. So that's
Yeah.
an annual Dusty Miller, and it doesn't come back in our zone 6.
Well,
What
or
is
does
this? Is this a lemon
that is a lemon cedar.
cedar? Beautiful.
Yeah.
And how big does he get?
He'll only get as big as I let him. But he will probably get 4 foot, but obviously I'm gonna keep it tamed.
Oh my.
So, and then I tuck lots of little things in around these
I
rocks
love
too.
this area. Look at this.
The creeping Jenny. Now the blood sedum here, I've propagated that. It's in a pot.
And how many years is this old? Did you divide that?
No, when I want to root one of these,
Yeah.
I just pluck it off. I strip some leaves, like so.
Okay.
If you want to, you can put a little rooting compound on there,
Yeah.
stick it in the soil,
Okay.
and keep it moist. Not wet, just water it normally and it'll take off.
And so you've got a new plant.
Yeah.
That is really.
If
and
I
so
really
she can
wanted-
have them everywhere.
Yeah, if I really wanted to, I could probably take it and tuck it in somewhere.
Well, keep it, and I'll keep those.
I'll give them to you,
Those that you
yes,
said.
for sure.
Okay, that's so.
This is alyssum.
Yeah, I love
just
that.
I just poured a
Did that
seed
come back
packet.
too?
No.
Okay, seeds. Okay.
I poured a seed packet of alyssum this spring and just let it.
Oh, and the vinca's coming back.
That's coming back big time,
the
yeah.
monster. Those are seeds. And
Yeah.
What is this little nice, beautiful clump right there?
That I believe is another. Yeah, that's a dianthus.
Oh,
A
that
version, one version of dianthus.
is. Yeah.
Here's another example of my weird rocks that look like brains. There's a dianthus.
Now, what about this? This is funny. You've got a seed
is funny.
That's
It's-
nice and tame, and then you've got this
Yeah,
little haircut
it's
thing.
two different sedums
Oh no!
that are together. These two are the same, and then that little guy.
That's
I don't know how that
It
happened.
just looks like a little cupcake. It's just bursting
It kind of
forward.
does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then what about this guy?
Over here or in the middle?
That grassy.
That's Coreopsis.
Oh, that is okay.
Yeah. And then these two are tree peonies that
Oh.
a friend gave me.
Did they already bloom?
Not yet.
What?
Not yet. They're supposed to
Okay.
get really nice and tall.
Okay.
And then I have
seen this big yellow guy. What is he?
it's a euphorbia.
Okay, that's euphorbia.
Yeah, some more Asiatic lilies.
Yeah. I like that too.
And,
I like that little tuck-in sedum right behind it, the
Yep.
purple. What's that?
Oh yeah, right
Yeah.
back there. That's
Right behind this.
more sedum. I
Okay.
just kind of pop them in wherever I think I need them. See this stuff? Again, that's that. You know where I got all that stuff?
Where?
I was leaving the veterinary's office, and it was everywhere, and it was
Plucks the whole
creeping
piece
off,
off.
and I thought, you know, they won't miss it if I just take a handful, and now I've got it everywhere.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I like it how it creeps on the rocks. I just
Yeah,
think this is
yeah.
cool. There's so many little things.
Takes a while to see it all. This is another little piece of candy tuft.
Okay, I recognize it in that stage. I just didn't
Yeah,
think it was so large.
I dug it off of that piece over there and
Yeah.
just tucked it in there. Here is an echinacea that's coming up. So
Okay,
if
that
you
was
really
the seed.
wanted to dig that one up,
Yeah.
this was the mother plant.
Okay.
If you really want to dig that up, I would just take my little trowel, dig down under there, and pull it up.
Now, did he just? Is that a root or is that a seed?
It was probably a seed. Here's
Okay,
another
so
one.
he's not connected.
No.
Okay, so it's like a completely another
Yep.
guy, but he seeded himself.
Yeah, different plant. That dianthus. So
That's dianthus. I don't
all
recognize it.
this beautiful little blue collection of dianthus is about 7 years old. These are Heliboro.
Yeah.
I've got several colors. That one was supposed to be kind of a blackish wine color, and then that's the normal pink one.
Yeah.
That came from a cousin of mine in Tennessee.
I haven't been able to grow those. They just seem to die. So maybe I'm
Well,
in the right spot.
they like
really
it
need
nice and
dark
cool.
shade. Okay.
Yeah, little boulder I have tucked in there, but they cover it up all the time. And I'm forever, every spring, chopping these apart. And
Really?
oh
Because
yes,
they're just massives.
they are. I
really
just
like it here.
yeah, I keep dividing them. Here's another one of those Huchera tucked in back there.
Is that how you say
From-
that? Huchira?
That's how I say it. I might not be right.
I
but
say hukra, but who knows? I don't know.
yeah.
I'm just thinking, we need to get one of those little things. You know, they have the scientific name
Right.
online, and it just says,
It tells you.
Huchera.
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, that's how you say it.
Lord help the person after we move here, because this will get 60 feet tall and 12 feet around.
So this is a complete Colorado spruce?
It is, and my whole point in getting this was for the color, and I just keep hacking it off.
Yeah.
And you can do that. That's
So it's
all
only
is
as tall
fair.
as you. So what
That's
are you,
because
about 5'3"?
it's been,
And you just cut the top
chopped
off,
off.
so you're not going to let it go
and then
60 feet.
I keep
By the time
shoring off
somebody
the
doesn't
sides.
Tame it, then it's going to
Right,
go crazy.
and it
I want one of
hasn't
these.
candled out yet, but it
Yeah.
is beautiful when
Yeah,
it candles.
I want one of these.
Yeah,
I want one of these.
you just have to keep
That's
it
on
tame.
my Christmas wish list
Yeah,
for gardening.
right. So speedwell and bee balm.
Okay, so she's got a little shade, and this is exactly where
Yeah.
right there in this little shady glen. Chair time. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's so pretty.
It would be
I
a
love this
nice
little-
place for a chair.
Now look.
This is a bonfire
Oh,
peach.
there's actually peaches in it.
Oh,
Are they
yeah.
edibles?
No, they're squirrel peaches, I guess. There's a spirea back there, but here I want to show you this again.
You go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'm going to set these down. Back here, take a look. These are little bonfire peaches.
Oh yes,
So
little suckers from the seed.
yeah, they come from the seed. I just grab a hold of that.
To that.
Now you got a piece of Pachysandra there, if you want it.
No.
There you go.
Oh,
That's what I put in the pot for you the other day.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's how and it'll turn
So-
into this.
Every one of those little peaches is a seed, and then some of them caught on.
Yeah,
Those
for
aren't
sure.
suckers.
Yeah, they're not suckers. These are grown from seed.
Seed.
They're chameleon ivies
Now,
and
how
more
aggressive is that?
Pachysandra. Well,
Is that as aggressive as the?
I got one
Pachysandra?
little piece about 2 years ago,
Huh?
but I wanted it to fill in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
So
I like
I'll-
ground cover. It's really pretty.
I'll keep taming it.
And you got some calla lilies.
You know, I'll probably pull some of that out from here.
So you just pull whatever you don't like. You
Yeah.
don't like it, boom, it's gone.
Right, little calla lilies, some more
Yeah.
Siberian
now,
or
is this variegated? Because I see some
Yes.
like more, this like solid down there. Is that it?
This here,
Yeah, that's
it's the same stuff.
Okay, so just
And sometimes it gets a little pink in it. Like here, it gets a kind of a little pink blush.
Yeah.
I like that.
yeah, that is really pretty. Really pretty. Such a neat tree. Love it.
This is a,
Big boulder. I don't see how you brought that darn thing. Now you didn't have the fence probably in the beginning for some of this, but
yeah, that boulder probably came in before the fence.
yeah, that would have been annoying to go around.
And we just bring it up with the tractor and dump it and then
Yeah.
push it the way
What
we
is
want
this?
it. That is a euonymus.
No way.
Yeah. Look at the stem.
it's not
You know
that.
by the stem.
So this is
They call
a
it flame
different-
bush or something,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, it's a euonymus. I need
Really
to
nice.
tame this a little bit too. I didn't get to it this spring because I was doing this chicken wire business.
So you can just hack that down and it's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it can shake.
Cut it
and then
back.
You've got your big
This
crepe
is
myrtle.
a crepe myrtle.
Yeah. What color?
A
is it?
peony that
Oh,
needs
that's
to go out in a sunnier spot.
Look, it's got a bloom.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it is one bloom.
we got columbine.
That's painted fern. That's another bleeding heart.
Oh, that's a bleeding heart. Okay.
And then I do have columbine. I wish they were blooming right now.
Mm-hmm.
My neighbor gave me a bunch of seeds and they're all blue.
Oh,
But
true blue.
they've all bloomed.
Yeah, they're done.
Little daylily. But they seed themselves and they'll grow back.
Oh, and that's your Solomon seal back there.
That's Solomon
Okay,
seal.
so that's how big it gets.
Another one of those blue
I like that.
hostas. There's the original blue hosta. So all of
You
these
just keep
others.
dividing, yeah. So
Yeah.
how did she get her big garden to grow? It's divisions and seeds.
Yeah.
And she just keeps plucking another piece in.
Yep.
And now it's full. It's so full.
Well, and gifts from friends. You know,
That too,
that's a big part of it. This is an astilbe, a
Oh, I
purple
love
leaf
that.
astilbe.
Yeah, I used to have a stilby, so I think that
Yeah.
they look like little panty looms.
They do.
It's so cute.
They're very cute.
Oh, and what is this guy? This little plum,
This one,
the plum color right next door. Yep.
that's the astilbe. And then
what's
this is another little type of astilbe,
Yeah,
I
okay,
believe.
I recognize that.
Both
I
of
had
them.
those, but
Yeah.
I never had the burgundy one. So
Yeah.
they're both the stilbies. Okay, and then there's that one too. Is that one, or is that just a fern?
That is a fern. That is an autumn joy. It'll get real coppery in the
okay.
fall. More ferns. There's painted fern in there. These are
So gorgeous.
primrose,
Yes.
and they come.
Okay.
They keep coming back, and they
They
come
do.
back very early in
Okay.
the spring.
I have some primrose. I'm going to put in the garden and try it out.
Yep. That's a shamrock a friend gave me. She
Try
said,
it. Yeah, that one comes back. I've seen that.
"Yep." She said it'll keep coming back, and then
If you guys don't like something, you pull, and if you love it, leave it there and see if it grows. Now we know some annuals,
Yeah.
but some are surprising. Like you just now said, what was it? The Dusty Miller. That's an
Yeah.
annual.
yeah. And sometimes they reseed themselves.
Yeah.
So I even have an asparagus here.
Isn't that fun?
Bird
And that'll
planted
keep
that.
him, tame because he's in a little bit of shade.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Echinacea back there.
Yeah.
I finally got my
Orange
Japanese.
boy here.
That's a celosia.
Okay, Celestial.
And
Which is an annual. Did it come back on its own?
no, that was one of those Lowe's hospital department
Yeah,
things.
the sick bay.
All of these little boulders are things that, you know, I go back out in the woods and I find them, and then I get them in the tractor loader and I bring them up and I dump them off and I put them on a dolly and I drag them in. So even if you're 60 years old, you can do this.
Yes.
You can.
Well, maybe not boulders, but
Even boulders.
with help, if you have a man or a tractor.
Well,
Because
I brought
don't know.
every single one of these rocks in
I
here
know.
myself.
Okay.
So-
I used to stand over here because I wanted to.
I'm a nut.
Now I was just here last year, and none of this was here. So she just did this even just last year.
It's my summer project. Yeah.
I mean, this is a perfect.
Here you see some more little things tucked in here.
I love that.
And this is a different one. That'll be blue.
Oh yeah, that's a neat one.
Yeah. There's
See how
that.
that's tucked in.
There's some more of that blue sedum that you like.
I do like that one.
This is Gaillardia. Here, I don't know how it got there.
Is that? So that was a seed.
I saw that it. I
A rose bush by your foot.
That's a rose.
That's amazing.
I saw it coming up and I thought, oh, that looks like Gaillardia. It's kind of got a little hairy leaf,
Oh yeah, and I see a few blooms already. So.
and you know, it'll send off seeds. There's some more zinnias.
Okay, now even though we all see how beautiful this is, how much maintenance? Like, okay, I know you pull and pick, but like, do you have to water this whole thing, or is it on drip?
No.
No drip.
So this part of it, I have just a soaker hose.
Okay, so you have soakers.
Yes, and the soaker hose goes all the way around the perimeter, and all this stuff in the middle is on its own.
Okay, so you have soaker running through all the outsides, just this inside. Now,
Right,
how
so
does-
here's what I do with that. Yeah.
okay, and I love this. Now, what is this hose called? Because I have one.
I don't know,
absolutely
flex
love it.
hose or something?
Flex hose, you guys. This
Yeah.
is the way to go because you can actually just throw it in a corner.
Yeah.
It doesn't take. I mean, those 200 feet thing. You're just rolling it.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
lot of work.
And so it's easy to just stash somewhere.
Yeah.
I just tuck it back there, and when I need it, pull it out.
Okay, so look at the water feature. It's so beautiful.
The sound of it is so pleasant.
It's so peaceful. I would be here crying. The wind, you guys, the breeze is just, the breeze is here,
birds.
the birds, the sound of that, they love that, the sound of that water. I'll bet you that brought in a lot of birds.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I try to plant things that will draw birds. I have
Yes.
lots of hummingbirds, lots of goldfinches,
Yep.
and then some of the bigger birds.
All right, let's go over here. Get some of this shade thing. This is called the golden hour.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to build this water feature? When you just said
Okay.
last year you just said, oh, I'm going to build me a water feature. Are you kidding me?
I know.
What?
Crazy lady. So my husband was gone in Iowa taking care of his 97-year-old mother. And I decided, I think I'll make a waterfall. I would really like a stream and a waterfall. Had no idea how to do it.
Yeah.
But I started by digging a hole over there where it would all pool.
So underneath there is some sort of screen.
There
and
is
box?
there is a big tub.
Okay.
And I had gotten the tub on a yard sale.
Okay.
You never go to these yard sales where you get ideas, right?
Now, how did
So-
you bring it back up to the top? So is it like a pipe?
Yes.
So is it underneath the water?
It is. So there is a pump down here.
Okay.
And on this side I have an electrical cord buried all the way up, and it plugs in at the house there.
Okay.
I'll show you where I dug it in through the grass so you don't see it. Down here, so that's the pump, and there's a thick green hose, and it pumps water. It goes along the side,
On
it
that
pumps
side.
it all the way up to the spillway,
Okay.
and then drops it down, and it just trickles down and
That's a
goes
lot of
back
water.
again. It recirculates.
It's a big, because I've seen these things and the water drip is like, it's very, how do you get it so forceful?
Well, that tub, first you have to have a big enough pump,
Okay.
which I had to figure that out. And then the reservoir down there is not huge. It's probably maybe 30 gallons.
Yep.
So out of that 30 gallons, it goes up, and then there's a piece that is,
And you dug it. You're
so
amazing.
I dug the hole.
Amazing.
Then I dug it all out, and then I had to dig in, like if you come over here, I had this really cool rock, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun for the grandkids to sit on there and
Aw,
dip their feet?
Like a little butt rock.
Yeah.
So cute. Look at it's caved
So
in.
they can dip their feet in the.
So cute.
So I made a little pool right there so they could dip their feet.
I love it. Oh, Sarah would live in there. She'd be in there. Forget the rock. She'd
Yeah.
be in it. Who wants
Yeah.
her feet done? She'd be all wet. She would sit
So-
there and try to see if she could slide down.
Well, I think the kids,
They like
have
that.
some fun with it.
Now, is this connected at all, or is this a different
It's a
situation?
completely different
Just-
thing.
that's a different thing.
Originally, my first idea was to bring this and curve it around and go down.
They all come together.
And then
Oh,
I went,
man.
wait a minute, that's not enough. So I decided to go up there and just make a whole stream and have it two separate pieces. So
So
I don't know. I didn't know what I was
nice.
doing when I started this, but
You know what?
There's a
But the success of all this, you guys,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. Now, she does have some horticultural
Yeah.
background, so she has some knowledge, but like you said, she didn't know all the watering things, so it's something that she had to research.
good heavens no. And somebody asked me, "Is this a kit?" And I said, "Are
A
you
kit?
kidding?"
I get so encouraged to see this because it's like, oh, okay, she can do this, we can do this,
Yeah.
this can be done.
You asked
This
how
is
much
not-
maintenance it is. It's in the spring. I use mulch, and I just kind of get everything situated. And once you have a little mulch there, it
Do you pull
kind of
weeds once a week?
roughly.
Mm-hmm.
And I run this little edger around once
Okay.
a week because
So you're
otherwise
weed whacking.
wiregrass.
Yes.
See, if I don't tame that, wiregrass gets up into my garden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So part of the reason for cutting it like that
Very
is
edge.
to keep the wiregrass
Really
out.
nice. So you didn't cut that with a blade
no,
or anything, a
it's
shovel?
just I just whacked it away.
Because it's very even and nice. So you just weed whack it just away from your star, which is the centerpiece.
And this whole little garden originally was going to just be wild stuff.
There's no holes where you're going to get weeds because there's no mulch. And I like that. I want to get my garden to where it's so full. If you see a weed, you almost wouldn't be able to see them because look, it's just crazy here, which I like. All right, we went through the whole garden and oh my goodness, I hope you guys are inspired. Nancy, maybe she'll bring us back in a winter view of her garden, especially I want to see that water feature in the winter.
Oh,
I want to see
how I put it to bed?
How you put it to bed,
Okay.
because water features are scary to a lot of people. It just seems like, how do I control that?
I had no idea how to put it to bed, but we figured it out. So
Okay, so you had
Yeah.
one winter with the
yeah,
whole thing.
about
Okay.
the time it took me all summer to build it, and about the time I finished it,
Yeah.
I ran it a few times, and then winter was here, so I had to figure out how to make it go to sleep.
All right, so I want to encourage you guys to keep moving, keep gardening,
Yep.
and stay creative. And I'll see you next
Indeed.
time. Bye.